Good morning. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? Yeah, I know. Me too. Can't believe I'm here. uh, so it's 11 o'clock. We'll get started in just a minute here. Good. I'm glad you're good. Hi, Rhonda. How are you this morning? Good to see you here. Hi, Lori. Good morning. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I really appreciate it. It's nice to talk to somebody. Have a little bit of an audience anyway. So if you're here, please leave me a message and let me know. And then if you share this, I will send you these cards that we're going to make this morning. This might be a little longer than I normally do, but I want you to see the whole process because this is such a fun way to make 2 cards quickly. So again, if you're here, please let me know and I will, I appreciate it. So there's just 2 days left of Sale-A-Bration. If there's anything you're needing, get them now. And so I think I might make one more order. I like to stock up on consumables during this time because then I get free products. So I'm excited about that. So I guess we'll get started. So we're going to be making these 2 cards, and these cards you can make 2 really quickly. And so I'm using the Stippled Roses, which is a very nice set in the mini catalog, and actually will be my stamp of the month for this month, for March. And then I'm using the Stippled Roses dies. So this is a bundle that's in the mini catalog. And I'm also using the, this paper right here, and I'll show you a bigger piece. This is a softly stippled that coordinates with the Stippled Roses, and it's a free product with a $50 purchase. So this paper, and they will be available today and tomorrow, and then tomorrow is the last day of the month. So then Sale-A-Bration will be over. So to start out with, I'm going to show you the measurements, and then we'll get started with stamping and putting together. Hi, Diane. You made it. Thank you. We haven't really started yet, so this is great. So here, you'll need 2 pieces of Pretty Peacock. This is the 2 pieces of Pretty Peacock, and it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So 2 pieces of Pretty Peacock. And then we're going to need 1 piece of the softly stippled designer series paper, and this is 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 by 4. And then 1 piece of Lost Lagoon, also 5 1/4 by 4, embossed with the Layered Florals embossing folder. This is the Layered Florals embossing folder that is in the mini catalog. It's a new one, beautiful one. So I already embossed that because I think you know how to do that, so I won't do that. And then we'll need 2 pieces of basic white for the inside of the cards, 5 1/4 by 4, and then 2 pieces of the softly stippled, and we'll put those at the bottom here. So 2 pieces, 4 inch by 3/4 inch. Hi, Amy. Thank you for joining us this morning. And then you'll need a piece of paper to stamp the large flowers, large roses on. So I'm using a piece, and I'm going to cut this out using my mini die cut embossing machine, and it can't be bigger than 3.5 inches wide. So I'll do that a little bit later. And so these are the cards we're making, and I'll set those aside so I have room and I won't make a mess of them. Oh, and I also cut out using one of the dies from the Stippled Roses, this die, and I cut out some different colored little leaves, and we'll put those on at the last minute. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Lost Lagoon and my softly stippled, and I'm going to cut them So I'm using the trimmer, paper trimmer, and I'm going to cut them so that they are kind of a little bit offset. So there's about 1.25 inches here and 1.25 inches here. So just cut them and make sure they're even and cut them together so they'll fit together once we get. And when I start, if it's embossed, I like to start in the middle rather than at the corner because it might, sometimes it kind of ruffles the corner. So I've got 2 pieces now. And these are going to be attached to the card fronts. So now I've got my pretty peacock card fronts, and I will put them together. First burnish the score line. Oh, I didn't get that very even. I'll put it this way. And then I'm going to take this piece and it's going to go here. And then this piece is going to go here, just like that. And I will add some seal to this. If your seal doesn't start out right away, just give it a little push with your hand and that works great. So this will go here, about 1/8 of an inch. And then we're going to put seal on the back of this piece. Sometimes when you emboss it, it does give it up a little bit. So, and this will go right here. So that's one card front. And I got a little bit piece there. I'll get that later. And then we'll put the other 2 on this side. Thank you, Rhonda. Oh, Beth. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us this morning. So these are the cards we're making. We're going to make 2 cards at once. And because it's easy, and you're not going to send the same card to, probably not going to send the same card to one person. So you've got 2 cards for 2 different people. And these are so elegant. And I'm using my mat, my glass mat. You sign up, you can get a glass mat free. It's the Glass Mat Studio. You can get it for free with your kit. So now we've got 2 different, isn't that cool? 2 different ones. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp the big roses. Sorry, I've got a little frog in my throat this morning. And when I have a big stamp like this, I like to go from the top. Oh, and by the way, I got this, I saw this idea on Lisa Freeman YouTube channel. I wanted to give her credit because she's the one that I saw it. So I'm going to stamp 2 of these. And I'll cut them out. And I'm using the pretty peacock as my, oops, I just told you I did it the other way. Okay, now I'm going to put this away because I haven't been known to put my fingers in it. Thank you, Beth. I appreciate that so much. Okay, now I'm going to cut these out. Maybe I'll color them first. So I've got 2 of these here, and I'm going to use the Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to go over it, and you can see how the Wink of Stella kind of adds color to each of the parts. Isn't that cool? So you can do the Wink of Stella all through this, and you don't have to be too precise, but it really does show up nice. Okay. I did those last night. And I don't know where I put my Wink of Stella. I had to go searching for another one. I'm known to lose things pretty quickly. Rebecca would know that. Thank you. And so I'm using the Wink of Stella and just going over it real quickly. And to prime your Wink of Stella, just pinch down on the plastic part, and that will bring more of the wink down, because it gets kind of... So now I've got it, the wink done. I'm not sure if you can see. Can you see the wink? The wink. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of Lost Lagoon with a blending brush onto the center of the bigger flowers. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of Lost Lagoon so it'll make them pop a little bit more. Right like that. And you can see that they really stand out now. And that's that part. Again, I'll close that up. Now I'm going to cut them out. And then I'm going to be using the largest die. And I'm going to cut these in half so I don't get any lines. So I'm going to put make sure I get it in the right place. And then I use this Post-it labeling and cover-up tape to make sure it doesn't move. This tape is really good because it comes off really good. I quite often will put it on my skirt or whatever I'm wearing and get a little bit of the sticky off so that it doesn't pull and tear when I bring it in. So when you're using the little machine, it's recommended you use one number one, and then you use 2 acrylics. And I put this first one just about a ½ inch in, because otherwise sometimes it won't pull the whole thing through. So then I put my die with the paper, and then I put this one the other way. So this is going to be at the end here, and there's not going to be 3 to pull start out with, but 2, which it makes it a lot easier to and I have no problems running it through. Some people started out and had problems, and that was the ticket, is to make sure you have a little bit of extra space. Well, hi Sue, how are you? I'm using the Stippled Roses. Oh, that's lovely and sweet. Here it is. Stippled Roses. This stamp set and these dies, they're a bundle in the mini catalog. And we're making 2 cards at once. So the first thing I did was I had 2 pieces. I had the Lost Lagoon that was embossed, and then I had some of the softly sophisticated, which coordinates with the Stippled Roses. I cut them, as you can see, at an angle, and then put 1 on each side. So now we're making 2 cards, and they'll be just the opposite. So now I've got this cut out. I stamped it in Pretty Peacock, and then I went over it with the Wink of Stella, and then I just added a little bit of ink and Lost Lagoon to the centers of these flowers. Now we'll do the other one. Thank you, Sue. I appreciate it. And I'm going to, again, line this up, and it would help if I got it the right way, huh? There we go. Line it up. And I'm going to use my Post-it tape. You can buy this Post-it tape on Amazon. I bought it in bulk, and I've got lots of it everywhere I sit, everywhere I go. And then I'm going to die cut the second one. And don't need that anymore. I love my little machine. I keep it right at my feet at my working desk. And I can, not that it's a big deal. I'm 2 steps across to my big machine, but that's okay. I don't want to get up if I don't have to. And put that right there. So now we have both of those done. And what I'm, oh, I saw the, can you see the wink of Stella? It's, I don't know. I'm not very good with lighting. Okay, so I'm going to put some dimensionals on these and pop them up. So I probably put quite a few dimensionals because I want to make sure it sticks. Hi, Yvonne. I missed you. Thanks for joining us this morning. I know everybody has a busy life, and I appreciate you taking time out to come and let me talk to you. Okay. And so now I've got the, take these off, and so I make sure I get my roses upright, and I'm just going to kind of offset it like that and put it right there. And we'll do the second one, and then I will add the little leaves. I'm actually going to cut them apart, and when I have the dimensionals, I put them not too close to the I put them more interior so I can add the little pieces. So I'm going to add these. And I'll use my little scissors and clip these off. Okay. So I cut out these little tiny leaves using some of the softly stippled, or stippled, yeah, softly stippled designer paper that's a free thing in the Sale-A-Bration catalog. And so I'm going to use a couple of these on. Let me see if I can get some glue out of here. Sometimes I have a hard time. I bought these little because I am so bad with the glue. I put it on and then it just pours out, and I don't like that. So I'm just going to put little dots. Come on. Again, you have to prime it. Okay, let's see. There we go. Now it's coming out. So I'm just going to put dots of it and then stick that under the edges. And I'm going to put this one on this side. Come on, stick. Never works when you're working in front of people. And maybe another one, this one down below. And oh, and then I'm using my glass mat that's a freebie if you join right now. And the nice thing is you just wipe it off, and I've got a little chamois that comes with it, and I'll just wipe all this glue and whatever else is on there. So I'm putting that there, and then I cut out some Lagoon. So I'm going to cut off a couple of these, and we'll put that on the other side. And I'm happy to say that my husband is doing really good. You might not have known, but he was very, very sick and had diverticulitis and all kinds of things going on, and was a very sick man for about a week and a half. But he's doing much better. Such a relief. So now I have my little leaves there, and then I have using the Happy Best Birthday Wishes from the Stippled Roses stamp set, and we're going to put that right here. Okay, so that's that one. Now we'll add the keep getting out of the screen. Come on. Okay, now I'll get a whole bunch of it out, but at least I'll get some of it on. Okay, so this one will go here. And then we'll put another one there. Come on. I might cut this just a little bit more. Prime these, and then they'll come out with a little bit of glue. I don't want much. I'm really good about over gluing things, and then I have a big mess. So just about 3 of the leaves, and then I'll put that up here. And then we'll put a couple of little ones on the other side. Get it up here where we can see. There. It's working better now. Thank you, Rhonda. Yeah, I'm too. Poor guy was pretty sick, and that wasn't fun. So, but he's doing so much better. And then we'll do maybe one of these. And that will go down here. So they show up on the DSP. Okay, so that's those. And now I'm going to add the basic white to the inside. And I have 2 little pieces of the paper. And I'm just going to put that on down here so that it kind of brings the theme on the inside. Yeah, it is, Rhonda. It is really pretty. I love it. And these will go in here. And then we'll have to add some pretty, I forgot to do this one. We'll have to add some gems because we can't have a card without bling, right? I love it. And there's so many now that coordinate that I just am excited to use them all. And this will go down here for the inside of the second card. And by the way, I think I said it first, but I want to make sure that I acknowledge that Lisa Freeman was the one that I watched her video, and so I loved her idea. So now I'm going to be using the adhesive backed sparkle gems. So I'm going to put 2 of the larger gems in the middle of the roses, and then I'll add the smaller ones. I'm going to put them on these little flowers that are on the embossing, from the embossing folder. There's one. Okay, so isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love it. I think these are so fun and so beautiful. And I've got a couple of other samples to show you before I let you go, because I have to make, I can't just stop with making this one. I've got to make a whole bunch of them. Well, not a whole bunch, just 2, but so there we go. 2 cards. Put these out here, and I'll show you the other ones. So I used the Lovely and Sweet set that's in the mini catalog, and it's the Lovely and Sweet bundle. So these are the dies. This is the Lovely and Sweet, and then these are the dies, and then the paper is Nature's Sweetness, and I use gold foil. So on this one I did the same thing. I used this gold foil on that one, and then I embossed this with the can't think of the name of it, Oh, thank you, Yvonne. So I love this. I just think these are so gorgeous. And I used the With Sincere Sympathy from the Heartfelt Hexagon set because I thought these would make beautiful sympathy cards. And then the last one the other one I made is using the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper that's free with a $50 purchase from today and through to tomorrow. And I also use the Thoughtful Expressions dies. I love them. And then I also use the Simply Sophisticated. No, let me look it up. This is the Softly Sophisticated. This is a bundle. If you spend $100, you get the stamp set and the embossing folder. So I use that embossing folder on that one. And I use the thanks from, can't remember. Anyway, it's a big thanks that I thought that was pretty. So these are the other two I made. So anyway, this is a great way to make a lot of cards. I mean, you could make a lot of these in a short while and have one to give and one to keep for the next person. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you, Rebecca. I know that's beautiful. I love that Flight and Airy, which is, again, it's still available. If you want to place a $50 order, you can get that Flight and Airy paper, which is just my favorite from the whole celebration. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you being here. If you will want to share this, I will choose one person to send a set of these cards to. Thank you.